Hey everybody, this is the FONZ4 coming back with you for another death battle. This time we have Frieza versus Megatron. And of course, always support the official release, like, comment, subscribe, share, go to the official release Death Battles channel, come back and we'll watch together. Make sure you always support the official release. So, begin with this death battle. We have Frieza versus Megatron. Now, when I first saw this death battle, I was like, wait, how is I can understand that they're both like villains of the respective series, tyrannical rulers and all that, but is there something about Megatron that I don't know about? Or how strong are the Transformers to warrant this fight? I mean, is Megatron this like powerful being? Is he like a solar system level being or at least universe level? Because if he's not any of that, I don't see how he stands a chance against Frieza. Frieza's Dragon Ball Z characters currently are just blowing up universes like it's nothing. So that was always my question. Unless there's like a Transformers comic or something out there that's like they're on par, but I'm comparing Megatron to Optimus Prime. And if I'm comparing them to each other, then Megatron's at best 70 Yoda tons of force to compete against Unicron. But as far as I know, that Unicron's the only one who's like multiverse level. And the reason I'm assuming Unicron is multiverse level because people in the verse community keep suggesting Galactus versus Unicron, and I don't really know anything about Unicron except for the Transformer live action movies where they say it can eat planets. So that's basically all I know about Unicron. And I'm assuming Unicron's probably multiverse level as well, since people are suggesting him to go up against Galactus. Otherwise, I don't see why people would go Unicron versus Galactus if Unicron's not at least multiverse level power. So yeah, that's my thought process behind that. I don't think Megatron is at that level, so if he's not at least universe level, he doesn't even stand nowhere near a chance against Frieza. But I'm always here for a good time, and always here to watch these death battle videos because besides whether they're stomps or not, they're always entertaining to watch. So I'm looking forward to learn more about Megatron and more about his character. Now, those of you know I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, so I'm obviously going to pick Frieza, of course, but I'm curious to look at Megatron's stats to see if he stands a chance against Frieza, and we'll see if Megatron stands any sort of chance against Frieza. But enough of that. Let's watch the video and we'll dive right on in and see and look at their analysis and see the battle.
For help.
Gotta get those advertisements in. Death. Alright, here's another death battle. Frieza
from Dragonball.
Dragonball.
And Megatron, the Decepticon commander from Transformers. When these two dictators collide, the cosmos will tremble. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze the weapons, armor, and skills to find out who wins a
death battle. Ooh, 3D. This should be good.
Deep in
First time they did
outer space lies a monster
two
so cruel,
3D
so
death battles
callous,
back
so
to back.
evil that the universe itself trembles at his approach.
Frieza,
Behold the mighty
selfish,
Lord
narcissistic
oh, he's adorable with
creature
the horns and that
himself.
fluffy tail and the
Yep. Narcissism is at 100.
oh, awesome.
And the
he's
biggest
laughing.
racist
Ooh,
in fiction.
Frieza's diminutive stature and faux gentility were intentionally deceptive and rooted in a surprising place. In response to the Japanese economic bubble at the time, Frieza's design was meant to evoke real estate speculators. Akira Toriyama has described such speculators as the worst sort of
He
people.
named him out
Yes,
of the
really.
real
You
estate
could say Frieza is
speculators.
more than meets the eye.
I mean, he's
Oh,
not
wait, check,
really.
that's later. Much is unknown about Frieza's alien
He's not
race
wrong
and
about that.
heritage, only that he and his father were born as mutants with abnormally high power levels. Like how the doc said my blood alcohol level was 0.8 straight out the womb.
Grape
Frieza
syrup.
was so crazy strong that unlike most Dragon Ball characters who transform to get stronger, Frieza transforms to get weaker. So he doesn't like accidentally nuke a planet, only intentionally.
Yep.
With his father's empire and army at his beck and call,
Beck and call.
Frieza would cross the universe, conquering conquering worlds one by one and selling them to the highest bidder. Just like real estate
Basically.
speculators.
And if
Oh
anyone
my
objected,
God.
he'd just kill them, their entire family, and everyone
Yep,
they ever
murders,
knew. Just
doesn't
like
care
real estate
Namekians
speculators.
or the
While
Sims.
he usually lets his weird, multicolored alien grunts do his dirty work for him, Frieza's not afraid to throw down himself. Especially if
Oh,
some
he is
spiky-haired
not.
space monkeys start getting too uppity for their own good.
I
Frieza's
love the
strength
Dragon
comes
Ball.
from his innate understanding and manipulation of his own ki, or life energy, which he can use to enhance his physicality or manifest into projectile attacks.
Like his classic death beam,
Destructo
death
Ki.
ball, death wave, death cannon, death
Yep.
saucers. Yeah, I'm sensitive theme here.
Frieza can move mountains with his mind, fire laser beams from his
Telekinesis,
eyes, create ki force
energy
fields, and he
release,
even learned to
force
sense
fields,
the
like all
ki
the
of
other Dragon
others
Ball
through
figures.
sheer observation alone. He's fast enough to keep up with Goku's ki attacks, which, scaled to the ki he absorbed for a spirit bomb against Kid Buu, could move across the universe in less than a minute. That would be over 17 quadrillion times the speed of light, and he's gotten even stronger and faster since then.
You know you're a badass when you can stroll into Planet Vegeta, a planet filled with people whose only higher aspirations involve murder and hair gel, and talk shit like you own the place. And he got so paranoid about one of them getting strong enough to kick his ass that he blew
He
up the
was
frickin'
afraid
planet.
of the Super
Considering
Saiyan
Planet
Legends
Vegeta has
too.
10 times the gravity of Earth, this would mean it likely has 10 times the mass and 100 times the energy required to overcome its gravitational binding energy and destroy it. That's over 5.3 Yoda tons of TNT.
And that was in his weakest form.
5.3
Too bad he
Yoda
kinda
tons.
missed a spot.
Damn.
Or several, because a bunch of Saiyans survived to fight another day. Space genocide
Yeah.
just ain't what it used to be.
This would come back to bite him when he was finally forced to
He
confront
encountered
the Earthbound
Goku and that
Saiyan
bit him in the
Kakarot,
ass.
and accidentally ended up being the reason he turned into the legendary
Very
Super Saiyan.
Like the albino dildo he is, Frieza has survived being pounded by Broly for over an hour straight, crushed by Goku's spirit bomb, and then split in half, consumed by an exploding
Yep, he can
planet,
survive
and
in
left
space.
afloat in the vacuum of space.
He can survive without the vast majority of his body, though unlike other Dragon Ball villains, he can't heal on his own.
It didn't help him that much after he got his ass sent to hell, but because of that dragon in his balls, he was back at it again.
And with just 4 months worth of training, the first time he'd ever trained in his entire life, Frieza was able to
was just
achieve a
naturally
new
strong.
transformation capable of surpassing the Super
Gung.
Saiyan, Golden Frieza.
Frieza.
That's a level
Direct
of laziness
mockery.
I aspire to, Wiz. DeviantArt Frieza here lets him keep up with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta.
A significantly weaker Super Saiyan God Goku could blow up the whole of Universe 7 in a punch clash with the God of Destruction, Beerus. And the shockwaves of their punches were able to reach the edges of existence in only a few seconds. Over 270 quadrillion times the speed of light. And that is before so many years of power-ups and training between then and now.
Totally crazy,
Yep.
but nothing compared to his newest and greatest form.
A
Black
transformation
Frieza.
capable of surpassing Goku's Ultra Instinct and Vegeta's Ultra Ego, their peaks at this point. A transformation even stronger than Gas, who was wished to be the strongest in the universe.
He literally said F you to the Dragon Balls. This is Black Frieza.
The all-seeing Oracle Fish had prophesied the coming of the universe's strongest, and perhaps he was talking about Frieza all along.
Come on, give us another
Yeah.
prediction. Oh,
But it's most likely
Wiz,
it's
I
probably
think you're
someone
gonna die.
else. Is
No,
what
for
they
some
say.
godforsaken reason, he didn't use his newfound power to kill those pesky Saiyans. They were right there, you moron.
In fact, he once committed the archvillain's greatest sin and teamed up with them to save their universe and beat Jiren, a being comparable to the gods of destruction.
Because no one's allowed to destroy the universe but him.
And that's a promise he means to keep. This almighty emperor will continue to rule the universe with an iron grip and a heart of ice.
Yep, tyrannical rule of Frieza. Exactly what I expected. Wonder how they're gonna scale the Black Frieza though, because we don't have much information about him in the manga. So it's likely he's gonna get a lot stronger, depending on however we get. Right now we have NordVPN right now, but yeah, analysis is pretty much what I expected since I'm a fan of Dragon Ball Z, so it's not really surprising. But now I'm interested to see Megatron, since I didn't watch Transformers like that as a kid. I watch it now and then, I did enjoy it, But yeah, I
VPN out there.
didn't.
Since NordVPN encrypts all
Yeah,
traffic,
it's
your internet
only
service
on
provider
certain
can't slow
times
down
on
your
Cartoon
streaming
Network.
speed.
My 3 channels for Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and Cartoon Network.
iOS, macOS, and Linux.
Users can get a
And
huge discount with the purchase
I
of a
did watch the
2-month
current
plan
ones.
with
I didn't
4
watch
months
the
free.
older
Try it risk-free
ones
with
in
a
Dragon Ball
30-day
Z
money-back
that
guarantee.
people are known
Thanks to
for.
NordVPN for sponsoring our show.
Alright, now Megatron. This is the one I'm
You
interested
either
in.
die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Or you live even longer and become an 80s toy commercial. This is
Yeah.
Megatron.
In
G1
Cybertron's ancient
continuation.
past, the planet was ruled by the
Idea
functionist religious
material
order,
aside,
which decreed a Transformer's natural-born alternate mode determined their role and status in society, rather than letting
Oh,
them
so
choose
they
for
were
themselves.
assigned
Born into this
roles.
repressive caste system, Megatron of Tarn dreamed of something more.
So this giant
Huh?
Hasbro toy robot, only $5.99 at your nearest Rite Aid, wrote a manifesto on peaceful dissent that got popular with the oppressed Cybertronian working class. So much so, in fact, that the Senate tried to have him assassinated. Whoa!
What?
Politics alert!
After surviving that brush
Wait.
with death, Megatron
So
was
he was
convinced
trying
that
to
peace could
inspire
never be an option. The
free
only
will
path
for
left
his
to overthrow
people?
The crippling social order was violent
Oh.
revolution.
So were the Autobots originally the bad
Wait,
guys here?
so he
Optimus
wanted free
Prime,
will?
More like Optimus Crime.
He was
Never
trying
said
to
that
inspire
Megatron wasn't
free
committed.
will with the
Civil War he started
Megatrons,
between the two
the
groups
Decepticons,
lasted 9 million
but they
fucking
tried to
years.
kill
And
him?
again, remember, toy
So the whole
robots.
He was aided in his
war
war
was started
efforts by his
because he
immensely
wanted to go up
powerful
against that
fusion
programming
cannon,
that was
a
meant
giant
to him?
laser bazooka
That was
could hit
bestowed
targets
upon
from
them?
12 miles away
Huh.
and level a small town in a
I thought he was a
single
Terran
shot.
ruler, but he
These
seems like a
projectiles
rebel,
are so
more
fast,
like
they're
a
able
rebel.
to exit the atmosphere from ground level after only a single second. By
Huh.
scaling the distance of the Earth using the angle of this shot, the fusion cannon's projectile must be moving over 4,200 times the speed of sound.
But like
Huh,
the
this is
fusion
more
cannon
interesting than I
needs a little time
thought.
to
So
recharge
Megatron
between
just not an
shots.
evil
So
tyrannical ruler
Megatron's
who
got
wants to
some
rule
tools to
Cybertron.
keep the job going. He can
He
close the
wanted to
distance
give
with his
free
energon
will to
mace
his own
and block
people
blows with his energon
and
shield.
break against
Else
the
it makes
AI
literally fun
programming,
as a
so he took it
gladiator
over by
before his
force.
stunt as a revolutionary.
Megatron can fire lasers from his eyes and arms, launch
Of
buzzsaws
course.
strong enough to slice through solid rock, fly through the air,
Huh,
and
this
open
is-
up a force field
Huh,
known
this is
as
actually
panic bubble.
Now it might
Panic
seem like
bubble.
a huge flaw that it lets enemy combatants inside, but that's only until you realize it won't let them back out again. That's when the panic part comes in. Megatron's not
it's
trapped
a
in there
bubbles
with you.
that keep them
You're
in.
trapped in there with him.
Cybertronian body
Watchmen.
is strong enough to match the Autobot
That's
leader
nice.
Optimus Prime,
Prime.
who can toss around oil
Yep.
tankers weighing hundreds of
They're
thousands
rivals.
of tons. And
Yeah,
Megatron's metallic
but that's
hide was
not
tough
enough to fight
survive an
Frieza.
explosion so massive it launched the entire planet of Cybertron through space.
By taking a look at Cybertron's mass and how fast it was sent flying to get its overall kinetic energy, Megatron must have survived a blast equal to nearly 4.5 Nenatons of TNT. Enough to
Nenatons.
annihilate a small star. He can even keep up with Decepticons like Starscream, who can fly across the galaxy from Earth to Cybertron at hundreds of thousands of times the speed of light.
And he wouldn't be a transformer without being able to
gun-based
transform into various
search
vehicles. A
for
tank,
a
a stealth
tank.
bomber jet,
Stealth
And a
bomber
gun.
jet.
Just a gun. Walter
He
Peter
transformed
I'm sorry,
the
Wiz.
gun.
I know he's this tragic revolutionary corrupted by the cycle
Yeah.
of violence or whatever, but that is the funniest
Wow.
shit I have ever seen. What does he have, like his Decepticon?
Huh, Megatron's character is a lot deeper, because all I know is from the Michael Day movies.
Oh my god.
I
That
gotta
looks
say,
even
he's a
sillier.
lot
You may
deeper
be
character than I
laughing,
thought.
but Megatron is no joke. By
Huh.
utilizing space bridge teleportation technology, Megatron
What?
can establish a remote link up to a nearby black hole and teleport the antimatter it produces to his location.
Through his eyeballs.
Should matter and
What?
antimatter meet, they will be mutually annihilated in a brilliant release of energy defined
What?
by E equals MC squared.
Really?
It doesn't matter how durable the matter is, it will be destroyed at the subatomic level.
As Megatron's war for control of Cybertron dragged on, all of his highfalutin ideals started to fall to the wayside.
In essence, there used to be a point to the war. Now, war was the point. His only goal
Jesus.
left was to rule Cybertron with a literal iron fist.
That's where
War was
Megatron's
the whole
greatest
thing.
weapon came into play.
He
his
got
mind.
corrupted.
The dude is a strategic and tactical genius who's
Yeah,
always
just like
thinking 10
Optimus.
steps ahead.
He's fought
Optimus
powerful
Prime.
Transformers like Grimlock, Predaking, and the Decepticon, a being with
Decepticon?
power of an entire
What?
evil universe behind it.
He and Optimus have even fought Nova Prime and Regenesis Shockwave, both of whom could
is
utilize
shocking.
the energy of that same universe.
Megatron once sealed
What?
himself inside an Omniglobe and commanded 1,000 real-life battles at once.
Oh, just like
funneling every
Optimus.
iota of relevant information into his brain at the same time. The sheer
Oh
data would
my-
be incomprehensible for anyone without that supercomputer brain.
But all that robot ass-kicking ended up as a draw, and the only true loser was Cybertron.
With the planet in ruins and its civilization
Yup,
extinguished,
because of
the
years of
Cybertronian
war.
golden age was long over.
Gover.
And the vanguard of its destruction was Megatron.
Who's now a crusty Saturday morning cartoon
he
villain
went
with a
from
voice
rebel
that
to
sounds like he
tyrannical
smokes
rule.
40
That's how
packs
he
a day,
did.
and a hate boner for his boneheaded second in command, Starscream.
After countless millennia
Why
of
is
a
he keeping on
humiliating
right?
stalemate with his Boy Scout rival, Megatron's brilliant mind finally turned inward. He remembered that his early writings advocated for peaceful conversion and free thought instead of domination.
It took you 9 million years to remember why you started fighting in the first place. Would the memory get lost in the cloud?
In what was possibly
Wow.
his most surprising tactical move yet,
Yes.
Megatron saved the universe from annihilation as an Autobot.
What?
He realized that after millions of years of
What?
indefinite war, the ideals that he fought
fought
for,
for
freedom, justice,
equality,
had switched sides, and Megatron
and joined
had to as well.
the
Turns out there was more
Autobots.
to this supervillain than met the eye, because true to his nature, Megatron transformed.
He turned to an Autobot? What? So he's not a tyrannical ruler. He's actually a rebel who wanted to give free thoughts to his people and wanted them to get out of the order of the continuation of his people. Huh? I never knew that. Oh, live action movies do suck. Crazy how deep more deep it is than I thought. Sacrifice himself for the universe. Well, I guess that's another similarity for them. They both risk their life to save their universe. But yeah, seems like Megatron is universe level at best, so I don't see how he stands a chance against Frieza. Unless there's something else that they just didn't show, or was on those little slides that I couldn't read too fast. But yeah, I'm still going with Frieza because based on the power output, yeah, Frieza's annihilating Megatron. It should be a good death battle, though. And we're back to the battle. There we go.
All right, the combatants are
That's
set. We've
the
run the data
for all
through
possibilities. It's time for a death battle.
Oh!
This should be interesting. Go. Yep. 3D. I still got Frieza for this one. I wonder. Yeah.
Greetings,
That little
noble
twist on
warrior of
Megatron is very
Cyber
good.
whatever. I, Lord Frieza,
Now I see why
claim this
Transformers is
world
a
as
popular
my own.
franchise.
Cheer for me or face annihilation.
But it's probably just in the comics. It's probably not in the show either. It's probably just Tan. But anyway, focus on. Ooh. So far, so good.
I love it when they mock
Voice acting is really good. Ooh. Brandon Yates has done it again. Ooh, I like this song.
Pity. I'll have to
Look, the
construct
new
a
mothership with your
from-
corpse. Ooh, this island on a consummate glory. Ooh, this is good.
Is that blood
Brandon Yates.
slow to keep up?
Brandon Yates knows how to do it. Ooh, Brandon Yates, this theme is fun. And this 3D animation is good. I am super Ah yeah, the phone back. Being struggle. Take a man. Push them back. Die. Up. And blew up Cybertron. Yep. Completely annihilated it.
Where did he go?
He's still in his final form. Up. And he turned into his tank. You. Ooh. Yeah, it's just like the time we tried to hold off against his God of Destruction. Ooh, it's a very good job of what they did to his transformation. Golden Frieza. And they're making a spectacle about this. Ooh, very good. Boom. This is good. Boom. Blast right through it. Oh, yeah. He's throwing it right back at him. He's hitting him from both sides. Oh, he's going to get sandwiched in between them.
Well, doesn't this just always happen? I give it 5 minutes.
Oh, he's pissed. Oh my god.
Behold the mighty Lord Frieza, ruler of a dying planet. My planet. Where is your army? Where is your ship? So powerful, and yet you will wander the depths of space for eternity. All because of me. What a
You incredible cretin of squirrel. I'll torture you until your screams can be heard in the vacuum of
Ooh, the
space.
voice acting is really good in this one. Oh boy. What's happening now? Oh. Ooh. Oh, did Megatron do it? Ooh! Sliced him in half.
You will die by my hand.
Ooh! Who's taking it? Who's taking it?
Must kill them all.
Yeah. Oh my god. And Frieza did it!
Frieza, it was
Dub
actually
for
1
Dragon
minute
Ball
and 10
Z!
seconds. Idiot.
Megatron's ruthless resilience may have netted
Yep.
him a win in some scenarios,
Did not
but
see
Frieza's
this.
overwhelming power gave him a
Power.
clear edge.
Megatron's ace in the hole was his antimatter, which would have annihilated Frieza's
Yep.
ass no matter how tough it was.
And that was a real possibility. Megatron is a master tactician and manipulator with millions
Yep.
of years of combat experience.
Years of experience.
Frieza, on the other hand, has always relied on his raw power and intimidation to win fights.
When things don't go his way, he has a tendency to freak out.
However, Frieza has survived
Absolutely
most of
good.
his body obliterated and kept going.
Which meant the antimatter wasn't
Yeah.
a surefire win. It would have to completely cover Frieza's whole body before he could react. And Frieza was way too fast for that.
While Megatron scaled to characters who could cross
Yep.
galaxies, Frieza has kept up with Goku, who should be at least trillions of times faster.
And on his smaller size and key force fields,
Yep.
Frieza had more than enough ways to avoid, defend, or survive the antimatter.
So Megatron's only option was power. While Megatron has survived planet-busting explosions and even fought with a being that had the energy of a universe behind it, Golden Frieza
Dragon Ball Z
was just
characters
too
are
much for him,
doing
considering
much
he
more
certainly
than that.
surpassed Goku and Beerus' Punch Clash. Since Universe 7 as a whole should be over 13 times larger than our own universe, Frieza's super forms
Yep.
would far exceed Megatron's own power.
And that feat happened
Yeah,
at the
pretty
beginning
much.
of Dragon Ball Super. Goku has gotten leagues stronger since then, and Black Frieza is currently
Yeah.
beyond him. There was just no way Megatron was strong enough to keep up.
Yep.
Megatron was
That's what I
a devious
figured.
foe, but Frieza's power, speed, and sheer survivability allowed him to crush the Decepticon leader underfoot.
I guess you
But,
could say
yeah, I figured
Megatron
it
was
might be.
cool, but Frieza was cooler.
The winner is
Oh my
Frieza.
god, the cooler joke. But yeah, as
Thanks for
expected,
watching.
Frieza
And hey,
seemed
are
way
you a
more
Death Battle
powerful.
member? We've got a ballot
Like,
going on right now. where
millions
members
of
get to
times
choose
more
a matchup
powerful
for the next season.
before
so click
that.
that join button and jump into our champions.
But yeah, it looks
Discord.
like the anti-matter was fun. Alright, who's the next time? Next time is Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, Gojo versus Makima. They're doing this one. Yeah, I heard this, but this one's recommended a lot. Yeah, this one was recommended a lot. Gojo versus Makima. Chainsaw Man versus Jujutsu Kaisen. Kaisen. That's gonna be a good one. Now, talking about this one, Frieza versus Megatron. Yeah, even with the analyses I saw of Megatron, all I'll say though, Megatron's character is a lot better, and basically how he switched in that turmoil between being a rebel to a trainer leader to being an Autobot at the end of it too. Very good character development on his part. But as far as after they explained the whole universe thing, I was like, yeah, Megatron's not winning this one since Dragon Ball Z characters are destroying universes millions of times over at this point in the series, thousands of times over at this point. So yeah, based on power and the speed, yeah, this one was pretty much stomp. This one stomp. That antimatter, which can erase people, was pretty much his haste in the hole, but even that wasn't enough. Enough with all the other advantages have. Now, he did have the experience advantage. Megatron did, but when the scale of power is that big, it wasn't going to do much to them. But yeah, as expected. Now, for the next time, Gojo versus Makima, video discussing that one. But yeah, this is a very good death battle. Animation was phenomenal. 3D animation was fantastic. Score was absolutely perfect for this one. The rock and the intensity of it was really good. And the analysis gave me a really good appreciation of Megatron's character. Because he's really not really a tyrannical ruler. He's kind of a rebel. Trying to go up against, trying to fight for the freedom of will for the Cybertron, which is completely different from Frieza, because Frieza is a selfish tyrannical ruler that only fights for himself. So I don't really see much of the connections. Now, eventually Megatron did turn into a tyrannical ruler, but he's always had his goals in mind, straight from the past, while Frieza is still a selfish vassal. But yeah, overall, besides that, very good death battle. Post comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.